We cuttin' loose.
All right, everybody, you're in the right spot. Don't let the backdrop fool you. Hey, we're live. It's all right bet abroad, man. We're live from Cancun.
Wanna bet?
Cash money.
It's time for another episode of All Right Bet.
Wanna bet?
No! God, please, no! No!
Tease it. Tease it.
Want a chicken dinner.
I'd buy that for $1.
All right, guys. Hey, listen, we already told you if you're coming over right over from the Big Six picks, you know what the deal is. This weekend, we're abroad. We're abroad, man. Andy is in Ireland. I'm here live in Cancun. We're doing the show from here. Louis remote. You saw him in the booth back in Detroit on the Big Pick Six. But now we're coming right from here. So Louis is going to help me keep this thing moving. Let's get our bets in for this week, guys. I know you're tuning in because last week, this following weekend, just a couple of days ago, we went nuts, guys, to the tune of this. Yeah, take a look at this. There's one ticket hit for $45 on some college games there. Keep it moving, Louis. Here's another ticket. It's a Major League Baseball, $50. Couple of tickets there. There's another $100 came in this weekend on Major League Baseball bets. Keep it moving, Louis. There's another college bet there, $42 ticket. Another $57 ticket on some college games we gave you there. Oh, we're not done yet. We're just going to keep it moving because then the NFL came. And here's a combo ticket we gave you, $75. This one hits. This next one hits for $54 a baseball ticket. Two more tickets, $46. Another $101 on some NFL. We're not done yet, guys. Another $38 ticket hits. Another $87 ticket hits. Monday Night Football Chargers kept rolling for us. $115 comes in on this ticket. Another $55 on a baseball game on this ticket. Another $32 on some baseball the other day on this ticket. Guys, this just the last couple of days alone. This is just the last couple days over the weekend. I mean, look, I'm doing my best Magnum PI here. I'm also doing my best Nostradamus. I mean, we're giving you money like you wouldn't believe. We hit for a ton of dough. If you guys aren't tuning in, I don't know what to tell you. Our Major League Baseball record right now, you know, we're giving you 6 picks every single day over there on all of the social media, DWMOD Pod. Well, we're 545 wins to 371 losses on the year. We're cashing in. NCAA, 31-15, 31-15 so far. Okay, that was just 51-25 is our overall on a season. Me and Andy combined right now. 51-25. Our NFL, we're at the 22-8. 22-8, handing out winners right now, guys. You think I'm lying? You just saw the tickets, man. Just check it out. Now, how did we do this weekend? How did we do this weekend when we visited the shelter? You know the deal. We visit the shelter, right? You're going to visit the shelter. Hey, Ricky Gervais, you got happy dogs, memories. And then you got Sarah McLachlan. She's doing good work with the dogs, but it's kind of a sad dog thing. Here's how we did on our dogs this weekend. Let's find out. Did we go Sarah McLachlan or did we go Ricky Gervais? No, we went Ricky Gervais again, guys. 6-2 on the money line dogs this weekend. I mean, are you kidding me? Now, Louis, if you could get the song going here. Let's do the. There it is. Let's run down some of those dogs we gave you. Georgia Tech, moneyline dog hits. A&M, moneyline dog hits. We gave you both those on the Big Six picks. Then I went 3-0 on moneyline dogs this weekend. I gave you West Virginia on the upset, Arizona on the upset, Tulane on the upset. Andy gave you Southern Miss on the upset. I mean, well, guys, I don't know what else to tell you. We're handing out big-time winners for you guys. And let me tell you this. This week, your winners are run down and brought to you by the Joyview Meats Market.
Brought to you by the Joyview Meats Market. Don't go to the grocery store for those price gouge packaged proteins. That's not even a whole pound. Do yourself a favor and head over to Joyview Meats Market. This family's been serving the community since 1969. And they're serving the best cuts of beef, pork, and poultry. Not to mention the best fresh ground Polish kielbasa you'll find anywhere in Detroit. Smoked or fresh. That's the Joyview Meat Market right on Joy Road and Telegraph. Support the neighborhood and tell them Gordon sent you.
Yeah, tell them Gordon sent you. Head on over to Joyview Meats. And Louis, go ahead and cue the music, boss. Cue the music, and let's let them know who was winner last week. Here we go. We gave you Georgia. We gave you Miami. We gave you USF and Miami over. Also gave you that one. Gave you Florida, the FIA. FAU over under. We gave you that one. Andy told you that Missouri State was going to cover 28. They did. We gave you Bama. We gave you Texas Tech. We gave you Miami on the cover and the tees. New Mexico, USC, Utah, Navy, Northwestern. The dogs, I gave them all to you. I mean, guys, it's a million winners. We handed you out a million winners. So I know you're here to see this week what's on the magic paper, right? What is on the paper? What are we going to give you for the NCAA? Well, let's get to it. Let's get to some of these NCAA picks for you guys this week. And I'll get to a couple of games I like for you right off the rip. Right off the rip, guys. Magic favorite. Here we go. Live from Cancun, I'm going to give you this one first. Tennessee, I like Tennessee laying the 38 to UAB. You saw UAB took it on the chin from Akron last week. Couldn't score in the second half. And I'm telling you, Tennessee, this is a bad spot for UAB because this is a big-time bounce back right here. This is a big-time bounce back. Last week, tough loss last week to Georgia. Should have won the game. Look for them to pound UAB. And for sure, let's take Tennessee on that tease, guys. Let's jump on that. I also like University of Michigan laying 2.5 at Nebraska. Listen, Andy will tell you don't cross the line if he was here, but you saw on Big Six Picks, he's got some technical difficulties coming from Ireland, so he can't chime in here. Cross the line. Cross the line, tease this thing. Get Michigan plus 3.5. Also take them laying the 2.5. Put that thing together. Love Notre Dame laying 24.5 to Purdue. It's a must-win. Bit of a rivalry, some bad blood there in Indiana on this one. Listen, Notre Dame must-win game. You saw us talk a bit about that on the Big Six Picks as well. I'm gonna go ahead and lay the 24.5 on this one, guys. Baylor laying 2.5 at home to Arizona State. I don't know who Arizona State is. Saw them lose a game to Mississippi State. I saw them, they're trying to bounce back, but I saw Baylor in some tight games. I know Baylor can score. Baylor going to be laying 2.5. We're going to take that, guys. We're going to take it. Miami laying 7 to Florida. Listen. Miami's the better football team. Florida reeling. Played a tough game last week against LSU, but that's a backbreaking loss coming off the loss to USF. Now they've lost 2. Now they got to play Miami in Miami. We're going to take Miami laying the 7. Guys, get it down to 6.5. Take that and just roll. Give me USC at home. They're laying 18.5 to Michigan State. Really like USC in this spot. Sleeper team. Let's go King Miller. He's tearing it up out there. Running back from Calabasas High School. I'm telling you, we're going to be on USC, especially teasing this one down. Play that all day long. Let's take UNLV laying 2.5 at Miami of Ohio. Okay, Miami of Ohio, everybody high on them to start the season. Should be a pretty good football team. They are a pretty good football team, but UNLV had that early scare. UNLV playing some ball here. I think 2.5. We're under a field goal here. We're definitely going to take the Rebels on the road. We like Buffalo coming off of last week's scare against Kent State. That's a game where Buffalo, we know Buffalo's going to be contender. We know Buffalo's going to be a team that we expect to play for the MAC championship, and they were feeling themselves last week. Got a little too into it, thought they were just going to cruise at home against Kent State, had to score with like a minute to go to win that game. That's a wake-up call to a good team. And when a good team gets a wake-up call and then they got a home game against Troy, we're going to take them laying the touchdown. Troy, not a bad football team. But if you get this thing under 7, we're going to take Buffalo in that one. All right, also, Vandy laying 27 to Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern, not that good. Right? Not that good. We just saw Vandy put a beating on South Carolina that everybody liked. We're going to be on Vandy in this one. This is a big-time teaser for us too, guys, especially if you can get in at 19.5 teasing this thing. And we also like Fresno State at Hawaii. Okay, Fresno State laying 2.5 at Hawaii. This is a team, I told you earlier in the season on the college preview, this is a team that you do not want to miss out on. They're going to be tough. This year. Laying 2.5 at Hawaii. We're going to take that one for sure. So let me run down some teasers for you. Here. Tulane plus 18.5 at Ole Miss. Ole Miss not blowing anybody out this year, guys. And Tulane off to a real good start. Good football team. 18.5, I think, is going to be too many in this game. Give me Tulane on the teaser. Notre Dame teased down to minus 17 against Purdue. We're going to take that one all day. Illinois at Indiana. Go ahead and take the 7 here, guys. This is going to be a tight football game, and you're going to give me Illinois, number 9, Illinois, plus 13 points on the road at Indiana. I'm going to take that all day. Give me Vandy tees down to 19 against Georgia State. I think that's a lock. Clemson laying 10 to Syracuse. Clemson in a must-win spot. They need to figure themselves out. And this is not Syracuse team from last year, guys. This is a mediocre Syracuse team. Look for Clemson to hang a big one here to get themselves back into talk. You know what I mean? Let's go with Clemson laying 10 at Cuse on the teaser. Southern Miss plus 10 at La Tech. Probably evenly matched football teams here, guys. You're going to give me Southern Miss plus 10 coming off the big win against App State at La Tech? Yeah, we're going to go ahead and take Southern Miss in that one, dude. We want to go ahead and take that one. Now, let me give you some of the dogs. Let me give you my dogs this week in college football. All right, where'd I write those down at? Where'd I write my dogs for college football? Here we go. College football dogs of the week for me. Dogs of the week. You're going to give me Southern Miss to win outright at La Tech. We're going to take them as a money line dog. We're going to take Illinois money line dog at Indiana. Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we? And we're also going to take Charlotte. Charlotte, the home dog to Rice. Not the most fancy game, guys. Probably not going to be dying to watch this football game, but Charlotte is a team, good coach. We talked about it on the preview. This guy comes over from Ohio. He's building that program. He's trying to get in the right direction. Yeah, they lost to Belichick the other week. Blah, blah, blah. This is a home game against Rice. 2.5-point dogs, I think. Let's go ahead and take Charlotte to get things right, win this game. We're going to take them outright as a money line dog, okay? Now, just for Andy, because he's not here, just for Andy, we still got to rock the Akron 5. You know, Andy is on the ticket for Akron to get the 5 wins, and they're academically ineligible to play in any postseason stuff at all. So let's get to see who they're playing this week. You know the deal. It's the Akron 5.
About this. Don't worry, Wally. Dean Elias assured me that we're dealing with real sportsmen.
How do you do? As loyal Armadillo fans, my colleagues and I are pleased to be able to help you in your time of need, and we look forward to a spirited workout. Gentlemen, this is your home field, so please take the ball. All right, Dillos, let's get it on!
Yeah, Dillos, let's get it on. All right, Akron Zips ready to go. They're trying to get the 5 wins, guys. They're 0-3. Showed up in the second half last week against UAB, but I told Andy, UAB didn't cover. Andy, you were right. UAB didn't cover, but they didn't win the game. Akron did not win the game. They're 0-3. Can they get to 5? Lucky for you, they got Duquesne. Duquesne is coming in this week. They're 1-2. This is an FCS school that is not very good. Akron should get on the board with a W this weekend. Am I going anywhere near this game? Not on the Akron Zips, but I know Andy probably is going to try to be on this one. So, hey, we'll see what the Akron Zips do this weekend. Let's keep this thing flying, and let's touch on our head-to-head on the season so far, our head-to-head. Me and Andy head-to-head this week. You know, we went head-to-head on the Tulane and the Duke game, which I won. Tulane came out, so I'm up on Andy 3-1 on the head-to-heads this year. Let's just keep heading in that direction, guys. Let's jump to some NFL, as we were red hot in the NFL this weekend, guys. Red hot. I think we went 15-1. The only game that I think we didn't pick on the show, we had some money on Seattle at Pittsburgh. 15-1. So let's jump to some NFL games you want to talk about this weekend. Now, we just found out that the Jets are going to be without Justin Fields this weekend. So you got the Bucs laying 6.5 at the New York Jets. We're going to jump on that right now before that number starts to go up. I think they're going to start Tyrod Taylor. Let's jump on the Bucs at plus 6.5. I'm sorry, minus 6.5 on the Bucs there. Now, we know we got the Vikings and the Bengals. Both quarterbacks out. J.J. McCarthy out after a not-so-good follow-up to his Week 1 heroics last week. Also, Jake Browning will be starting for Cincinnati. Now, listen, Browning has run the Cincinnati offense well when he has filled in for Burrow. And Burrow's had his injuries in the last couple of years. Browning knows this offense. He can play this offense. Vikes not looking very good right now. They got Carson Wentz coming in. And right now, this is Vikings laying 4.5. This thing's probably going to move quickly, guys. Jump on the Bengals in this thing. I'm going to jump on the Bengals in this thing really quickly. Okay, Colts laying 3 at Tennessee Titans. Now, look, the Titans have played some decent football games here, guys. The Titans have played some decent football in the last couple of weeks, but the Colts look good. Indiana Jones is looking tough. Daniel Jones is over 600 yards and 5 touchdowns in the first 2 games. This dude looks like he's back. We're going to take the Colts, laying the 3 at the Titans. Let's jump on the Falcons, who I was on last week. Andy wasn't big on them. I told you this is a good football team. Falcons are a good football team, guys. They're laying 3 at the Carolina Panthers. Penix and the guys are going. Looks like they got the defense going last week. Give me the Falcons laying 3 at Carolina. I also love the Bills laying 12.5 to the Dolphins. Are you kidding me? The Dolphins are brutal. The Dolphins are brutal. This is an easy tease for us right here. This is going to be an easy teaser. Now, Philly laying 3 at home to the Rams. This is a tough one. For me, probably a stay away. But if I have to play it, I'll probably try to get Philly at 2.5, guys. We'll jump Philly at 2.5 and maybe play that thing. But this could be NFC Championship style football in this game early in the season. Probably a stay away. If you want to go Philly 2.5, go ahead and try that. Give me the Packers laying 7 at the Browns. Packers look like they're the real deal. They look like they're the real deal. They're probably going to beat up on the Browns just like the Ravens did. Look for a third quarter pull away. I'll be all over that one. Let's take the Jags laying 1.5 at home to the Texans. Man, you see that mosquito flying in here? Minus 1.5 at home to the Texans. I also love the over-under here at 43.5. Okay, we're going to go ahead and tease that thing. The over-under at 43.5. We'll tease that thing. Seahawks laying 7 at home to the Saints. Saints are brutal. Seahawks look like they're the real deal. Sam Darnold, he's quieting a lot of critics. We'll get in on Seahawks. Probably buy that thing down to 6.5. We love it. Jump on that. Tease that thing down to a pick 'em if you want to do that too. Let's go Cardinals +3. Okay, Cardinals +3 this weekend. But let's watch the line on this thing. Let's watch the line on this thing and stick right around 2.5, 3. We don't want to go too far the other way. But the 49ers are a little bit banged up. Not sure if they're going to have Brock Purdy. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. But let's go ahead and jump on the Cardinals. If we can get them at 3.5, this should be a close football game with the 49ers being banged up. And it's early in the year. We know Cardinals play early well. If this game was in October, November, I tell you, no way. Forget about it. Okay, Kansas City laying 6 to the New York Giants. This is a no-brainer. They have to come back and win this one. Giants are not very good. That defense, oh my, you saw the Cowboys just cut through it like cheese this weekend. We're going to go KC laying the 6 at home to the Giants. Now, let's get ready for some dogs in the NFL.
Can I pet that dog?
No.
Can I pet that dog?
No.
Can I pet that dog?
No, he's
Can I
sleeping.
pet that dog?
We'll go pet that dog. Here we go. We're going to visit the kennel. Now, here's the dogs we like. Okay. We love, I only love one this week in the NFL for me, guys. And it's going to be the Bears. It's going to be the Bears at home to the Cowboys. We're going to take the Bears as the money line dog in this thing, and we're going to jump on that one. That is the only dog that I'm going to be on. Now, Andy probably be all over if he's here, but I'm just going to get one dog. One dog for me in the NFL this weekend. Guys, that is all right bet. We'll give you the quick version this weekend as we're abroad. You know, he's over there at Ireland. He's all over the place running and gunning, man. I'm down here in Cancun. We're trying to keep it moving for you guys. We're trying to keep the picks coming in for you. We're not taking vacations. We're on vacation. That's a big, big difference, man. So come on back next week. See how much money we put in your pocket again. I mean, we made a ton of dough. We showed it, proofs in the pudding, showed you the tickets right there. Don't miss out on All Right Bet. And make sure you check out the Big Six Picks, guys. The Big Six Picks over there. Producer Louie in the booth, filling in. Going to be on the show. You go check that thing out. The 6 biggest games of the week are over there. We're giving you some more picks there. We're talking Lions. Tigers, not Bears. We're not talking Bears. We like them as the dog this week, but that's about it, man. Hey, that's it for All Right Bet. We'll catch you guys next week. We'll be right back on our same schedule, same bat time, same bat channel, same bat set. We'll see you, brother. It's time for another episode of All Right Bet.